AEW star Bryan Danielson confirms his AEW contract has expired and says he's at peace with retirement if he loses at AEW All In. The planned main event for Survivor Series War Games involving Roman Reigns and the Bloodline has possibly been revealed. Speaking of the Bloodline, WWE President Nick Khan comments on the Bloodline storyline in WWE, details on how Triple H scrolls through Twitter whilst in the gorilla position at WWE shows to gauge fan feedback. Julia wrestles her final singles match in Marigold in Japan ahead of her upcoming WWE debut. The Wyatt 6 next target has possibly been revealed in a cryptic social media post, and an update when it comes to issues with Cody Rhodes and more WWE superstars appearances at the Fanatics Fest over the weekend. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's begin with the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Of course, a big week for him ahead of AEW All In, the final countdown, title versus career. And Bryan Danielson, of course, is headed to AEW All In, but still isn't under contract to All Elite Wrestling. Now, Bryan Danielson noted that his contract with AEW expired on August 1st, and when speaking with Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, said that he has not extended it and has no contract of any kind right now with AEW. He said he doesn't look at his phone very much, but he'll always answer for Tony Khan if he does, and they'll explore options when that time comes. Danielson said that his priority after ending his in-ring run will be getting his neck better, which likely involves surgery sooner than later. However, he wants to help AEW when he can, and he wants to help as much as they can and as long as they want it. He said, quote, "I'm willing to participate." Now, Fightful say they asked if anyone else had reached out to him about him not being under contract to AEW. He said no, but then remembered he has almost 4,000 unread text messages and said theoretically there could be some inquiries in there. He also spoke about a variety of other topics, including being part of the disciplinary committee in AEW. Danielson told Sapp that the disciplinary committee isn't fun to participate in, but says he's honored by it because they think he's level-headed and represents the wrestlers' perspectives well. He's not sure if it continues, or his role rather, on it continues after he's done wrestling, but we'll have to wait and see. As far as whether he could retire this weekend at AEW All In, well, Bryan Danielson says he's at peace with the possibility. Of course, at AEW All In, Bryan Danielson will challenge Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship in a career versus title match. If Danielson loses the bout, he will retire from in-ring competition. Over the past few months, Danielson has been vocal about the stipulation and has stated that he is ready to retire, even saying that it is easier to imagine his life going forward without wrestling. During a recent interview with BBC Radio, Danielson confirmed that he is at peace with retirement if he loses to Strickland at Wembley Stadium. He says, yeah, I am. If I wasn't at peace with it, we wouldn't have done that, right? I also think that I've been wrestling for 25 years at this point. To me, it's now or nothing as far as winning the AEW World Championship. I came in and I said I was going to kick people's heads in and win the AEW World Championship. I've kicked a lot of people's heads in, but I haven't won a single title. Danielson went on to say that Alex Marvez told him that he's lost 19 championship matches in a row. I think it was Alex Marvez, he's our guy that knows all the stats and stuff like that. He said, I don't know if you know this, but you've lost even going back to WWE. I haven't won a title match in my last 19 attempts. So it's like, I'm at peace with it. My life is different now. When I was forced to retire, I wasn't ready. 2015 was kind of my last match, but I was forced to retire in 2016. At that point, I'm 35 years old, and I'm just like, this doesn't feel right. I also didn't have anything else to put my attention and focus towards, and now I do. I have a wonderful family that I'm excited about spending time with and everything. So yeah, it's a very different place when it's by choice and you're not forced. What are your thoughts and predictions when it comes to Danielson this weekend? Is he going to win the AEW World Championship, or is he going to retire at Wembley Stadium? Now, Roman Reigns, of course, he's been back on SmackDown as his issues with the new version of the Bloodline persist, but this could all be building to Survivor Series later on this year. At SummerSlam, Roman Reigns made his return to the company for the first time since losing the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania 40. Since then, Reigns has feuded with Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline after costing Sikoa his match against Rhodes at the PLE. The storyline has centered on the Samoan Ulafala, currently held by Sikoa as the symbol of being the tribal chief that Reigns wants to regain. According to a new report from PW Nexus, the story involving Roman Reigns and the new Bloodline will culminate in a War Games match at WWE Survivor Series 2024. The War Games main event will reportedly pit the original Bloodline against the successors of Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu. Now, details are still somewhat unknown, but the format could see teams of 4 or 5 on each team battling for Bloodline supremacy. Of course, we get any more details on who's going to be on the OG version of the Bloodline, we'll let you know in a future video. Speaking of the Bloodline, of course, it's really been the biggest storyline in WWE, involving Cody Rhodes too over the last couple of years, and WWE President Nick Khan has opened up on his thoughts about the storyline in WWE. At the NYC Fanatics Fest, WWE President Nick Khan has addressed the Roman Reigns and Bloodline storyline. At SummerSlam, as I mentioned, Roman Reigns made his return to the company for the first time since WrestleMania 40. Now, when he made his return, Reigns helped Rhodes get the victory over the Bloodline's new tribal chief in Solo Sikoa. Since then, Reigns has been at odds with the faction he used to lead. Speaking on a full press panel at NYC Fanatics Fest, WWE President Nick Khan addressed the Roman Reigns and Bloodline story. He said, quote, "It's the gift that keeps on giving to the fans. You've seen with Triple H and Creative, Roman, what everybody has done together. One thing leads to another, and it keeps on living at a high level. We're really proud of that." So Nick Khan said he's very proud of the work being done by Roman Reigns and Creative when it comes to fleshing out this storyline. Now, speaking of Triple H and how he gauges fan feedback, this is quite an interesting tidbit here. A new report has revealed how WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque keeps tabs on fan perception of the company's product. With WWE enjoying its most successful spell of its history in many different metrics, many fans would attribute this success to the changes to the company's leadership, with WWE CCO Triple H receiving a large amount of adulation of fans for the changes he's made since taking charge of WWE's creative. While the overall product has improved in the eyes of many fans, some sections of the audience believe certain stars could be used better than they currently are, voicing their opinions online. In a PW Insider Q&A, Mike Johnson revealed an interesting detail regarding how Triple H keeps tabs on fan feedback, not just in the audience at the shows, but also on social media. According to Johnson, Triple H spends time scrolling through Twitter whilst in the gorilla position at WWE shows to gauge fan feedback to the action unfolding live on WWE television. Johnson wrote, quote, "I've been told there are many times where he is scrolling through Twitter from the gorilla position at the broadcast and paying very close attention to what the audience are doing and reacting to the shows as they are on the air." Interestingly, a recent report revealed the planned faction name change of the Judgment Day was scrapped due to the negative backlash to the new reported name of Street Trash, which could be another incident of Triple H seeing the reaction on Twitter and deciding to back off. Now, Julia, we know she's on her way to WWE, and she is now one step closer to doing just that. Former New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion Julia has competed in her last singles match in Japan ahead of her impending WWE debut. As previously reported, Julia signed with WWE after appearing at the NXT Stand and Deliver event during WrestleMania 40 weekend in April. Since then, the former World of Stardom champion has been competing in the Marigold promotion. On the August 19 Marigold Summer Gold Shine event, Julia competed in her last singles match with the company before heading to the United States for WWE. Julia defeated her former tag team partner Mai Sakurai in the show's main event that was billed as Julia Countdown Final. Post-match, Julia said goodbye to the Japanese fans. It was revealed that the former Stardom talent will compete in one more match where she will battle the Marigold roster in a 1-minute gauntlet on Sunday, August 25th. When it comes to her impending WWE debut, it remains to be seen when Julia will make her debut with the organization at the time of recording this video. Now, has the Wyatt 6 next target been revealed via a cryptic social media post? The Wyatt 6 faction have shared a new message following their recent in-ring debut. Here's what it says when it's decoded. The official Wyatt 6 Twitter account shared a cryptic photo, you can see it on the screen right there, featuring the words, "Last Chance." The following caption was shared with the photo: OLIHLVDVHULHV RIODVWFKDQFHV. As has been the case with recent posts from this account, this is actually an encoded message rather than just gibberish. Decoding using a -3 shift Caesar cipher, the message actually reads, "Life is a series of last chances." While there has been a lot of speculation about what this post means, upon a closer inspection, the image shared appears to be a distorted photo of Ivy Nile from last week's episode of Raw. During this episode, Nile officially aligned herself with Chad Gable and the Creed brothers, attacking Maxine Dupree, allowing American Made to capitalize on the distraction to defeat Alpha Academy. Eric Rowan, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy wrestled in the Wyatt 6 debut match on the August 5th episode of Monday Night Raw against Gable and the Creed brothers. So possibly this could be an indication that maybe we're about to get a Nikki Cross Wyatt 6 in-ring debut soon. And finally, there was some confusion and some fans upset with some, I guess, missed appearances at the Fanatics Fest in New York over the weekend. Now, undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes' appearance at Fanatics Fest in New York City reportedly ran into problems, resulting in Rhodes missing a major scheduled appearance and fans being issued refunds. The much publicized Fanatics Fest in New York City represented a major opportunity for fans to meet some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment. Of the slew of top WWE names with a major presence at the event was Cody Rhodes, but unfortunately a report from PW Insider revealed that Rhodes and several others' appearances at the third day of the event on Sunday, August 18, did not go down especially smoothly. PW Insider reported that some fans were receiving refunds due to some superstar signing sessions being oversold and overrunning their scheduled time. As a result, talents would be pulled from those to make the other planned appearances at the event. These issues were reportedly not errors on WWE's part, but instead Fanatics Fest, and as noted by PW Insider, some talents were forced to leave signings for other commitments and would later return to continue signing. As well, that it was being reported that Cody Rhodes missed a scheduled appearance at the press conference for the November fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson in Netflix. As revealed via a press sheet, Rhodes was planned to appear and ask a question at the press conference. However, he never showed up. PW Insider noted that the word going around was that Fanatics CEO Michael Rubin personally asked for Rhodes to appear for the segment, but it didn't end up happening. It was reported that Rhodes would be forced to leave the event in order to make his flight back to Florida for the WWE live event in Fort Myers. Fightful Sean Rossett would provide some clarification on the issue surrounding Rhodes specifically, writing on Twitter, quote, "A clarification on the issues at Fanatics Fest from WWE. The system went down during Cody's session. Cody had a strict departure time to make the house show in Fort Myers. Fans who didn't get a photo can get refunds. They reiterated it wasn't Cody's fault." So seemingly there was some issues at Fanatics Fest over the weekend. But there you go, guys. The latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe bottom right hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.